Happy New Year, everybody, and greetings from a rare white Christmas in the south of Sweden. We will, fingers crossed, be in Austria skiing when this video is released to the public, unless you're a patron or a member, because then it's almost real time, so happy holidays to you guys. After the zigzag through Europe in the last 2 episodes, I spent some time working and, of course, sailing with my family in the south of Sweden. But I couldn't let go of the feeling I got from the Olympic 42 Ketch, so about a month after my first visit, I managed to plan another short trip to Pescara to meet up with the owner and a local surveyor that I found through friends in the area. I was hella nervous if I would find any deal breakers, so stay tuned and you'll see for yourself. Last time on She Rules the Waves, I brought you with me to Italy to check out the third and last boat on my intense 6 countries in 3 days trip across Europe. This time I go back to Pescara again to do the survey and tell you a little bit more about the Olympic 42 Ketch. If you like the stories we tell, don't hesitate to like, share and comment the videos. And if you're really into it, you should consider becoming a member or a patron. Or at least, don't forget to subscribe. So once again I arose before the sun and started the long trip back to Italy and Pescara. I'm back in the Marina di Pescara. So, what am I doing here? Let's find out. Well, unfortunately I had no access to the boat without the owner present, and he was due the next day. So I walked back to the hotel and watched the night sky. So, I woke up to a windy but very lovely day, and it was time to meet the surveyor Gianluca and the owners Tino and Andrea again. One interesting thing about the Olympic marine boats is that it's really hard to find consistent information, measurements and such, as opposed to more common sailboat models. I actually ended up contacting designer Ted Brewer and his wife Betty to try to get some information that way. The model name is the first enigma. The ad says Olympic Queen. Sailboat data says Olympic 42, and Ted said Olympic Adventure. The draft is the next thing. Sailboat data in the ad said the draft is 1.8 meters, but in Ted's number it said 1.6 meters. So, yeah, I'm here in Pescara doing the survey, actually. So that's interesting. I've been measuring the draft and it is... Well, it's not what Ted Brewer said, and it's not what the owner says either. It's somewhere in between, so we'll see. So, here she is. Want to take a look? Tino had, however, saved all the original system drawings, so that helped a lot while figuring stuff out. Gianluca walked around, did all the moisture measuring and such, while I asked all the questions I could possibly think of. And maybe a little bit of goofing around too, of course. I picked up some pets. Well, the yard obviously already pressure washed all the barnacles and stuff, but you can see here, it probably looked kind of beardy when it went up on the hard. Yeah, she's been laying still in the water for 3 years since the last time they sailed around Italy. But the survey showed she was in great structural condition and there were no signs of delaminating. I was glad to find a surveyor that spoke both English and Italian so that we could make sure everything was communicated correctly. Because, now and then, I must admit, I had no idea what was going on.
Ti posso richiamare fra una mezz'ora? Ci richiamo tra poco, dai. Grazie. Ciao ciao.
But I got all the answers that I needed, and except for a few questions remaining about things like equipment and sails and stuff, that would have to wait until she's back in the water, I was satisfied. And since the yard would not allow me on the premises once Tino left, I spent most of the afternoon inside the boat measuring and doing inventory. But after that, I simply enjoyed the weather, and of course did some calculations and planning for the adventure to come. Well, I did have to go see her one last time before I took the bus back to Rome and the flight back home. Here she is. And this is the last time I will see her until the end of August, early September, something like that. And the next time I see her, she's going to be mine. Awesome. So, the agreement was pretty much made, and the plan now was to wait for the Italian paperwork to go through the system and then meet up again to finish the deal in the end of summer. So in the meantime, I went back home to Alva and had a lovely few weeks that you can explore in episodes 22 to 25. Later on, I got word from Tino that the yard had completed all the bottom work and the boat was going back into the water. And then, in September, I finally got the news. The deregistration process was complete, and it was time for me to head south again. So, this time, Lazie, you're coming with me to Italy. How do you feel about that?
It's about bloody time now, innit? First class ticket, eh?
Yeah, you'll be alright. There she is. So, first we took care of the last of the paperwork, and then we made some maintenance plans for the winter, before Tino, his daughter, and her husband waved goodbye. So I'll probably see you in October then. Yeah. Bye-bye. Okay, so I just waved goodbye to Tino and his family, and now I guess she's mine. Before I even started figuring out my next projects, I hoisted the Italian courtesy flag and then just enjoyed a beautiful evening in the cockpit with some Italian food and beer. So is that gonna be your new spot, you think?
You bet your arse it is.
Then I left Lazie in charge of the boat and went to the beach one last time on this trip. But it was undoubtedly time to go home and spend some more time with Alva before leaving her to her new owners. And those stories are coming up. To make sure you don't miss an episode, click subscribe and the bell button. And if you really want to be a part of the story and see the episodes before the public, check out the membership perks in the description and consider becoming a member. We really appreciate your support. But either way, until next time, take care.